Welcome, my friends, to the crypto world. This is your host, Rev10. First and foremost, this is not a financial advice, but a channel where we discuss the intangible virtual world of cryptos. Here we talk about the old and the new and the future crypto investments, things that I can afford and things that I can afford, and sometimes things that are just a mere pipe dream. Today we're going to talk about things that I can afford, and possibly things that you might be able to afford too. I will delve into the things that might tickle your conscience, since your conscience resides in that same wonderful virtual world. Yes, my friends, welcome, definitely welcome. I hope you can see that I'm still a novice on this editing skills. I'm still trying to do this content production, but with very little editing skills. And what I'm doing is actually I'm looking through YouTube and all that stuff, just researching to make sure that I try and perfect this production. So bear with me until I am actually sorted out and I have a knowledge of how to do it. And the first and foremost thing, we're gonna discuss two things. I've got one which is going to be, we're going to talk about load. I think you remember I talked about this earlier on when I invested in a little bit of ETH in this one. And number two, we're going to talk about farming. So I'll do this in general. So it will be farming. And here we're going to talk about mainly two things. We're going to talk about Toucaneer, which is Toucaneer. As you can see, I'm using my mouse, which I seem to be struggling with to write, but I think I will get experience in this later. And then the other thing that we'll talk about is just general farming on Tron. Actually both of them are still Tron, but this one mainly we're going to deal with liquid providing, and then this one we are going to do with just the farming itself. So I don't know if I can write it properly. Yeah, that's an M. All right, so the two things. So the first thing that we'll deal with is this load. But with load, I'm going to start from Coinbase and then go all the way to MetaMask and then show you how I can buy or mint the load itself. I've been encouraged by this by one of my friends who has put 5.7 ETH, who put 5.7 ETH yesterday, and he got a dividend today of 0.4 ETH. That is real profit. So that's why I'm going to try and make sure that I get a lot of ETH into this. Anyway, to start with, let's go back to my Coinbase. So in my Coinbase, what I've just done today is I've put about 150 cash in it. So there's 150 pounds in there, 150 cash. I still have my Tezos and the Kyber network there that are giving me about 700-800 pounds there, but I think they're in danger of being liquidated because I have the load giving me more money than what I'm getting here. So I will decide actually tomorrow whether to liquidate them and then move them to load. Anyway, but now, for now, what we need to do is I need to explain the steps that you have to do. So you have got your Coinbase and you are connected to your bank account. So what you do now is you transfer your cash into Coinbase, just like what I've done here. So this cash that you have transferred, Now you can convert it into Ethereum, which is here. I click on there and I say trade, and then I put the 150 here, which is the money that I have just transferred, and it's gonna be to buy Ethereum. So we preview, and Ethereum is going to be 0.5, and then I buy that. Now it will come up with your order has been done, and then I just get out of there. As you can see, there's been a charge and I have got 146 left, but I need to make sure that I get out of here and go to my MetaMask so that I can actually send this to my MetaMask. So in here I will copy the address of my MetaMask. Let's minimize that. I go back to our portfolio so that we can move our Ethereum, which is now here. So I click on that and then I say send all of it, send about 146 worth of it, and then I paste my address for MetaMask on there and say continue, and it will ask me send now, and I say yes, send now. So then it will give you done. So I'll minimize that and then bring up my Google Chrome. That's where my MetaMask is, and then this is how much we have there. I've got 0.3, and we're gonna receive about 0.5 from Coinbase. So while we are waiting for that to come, I'm going to show you what has happened. Remember yesterday I put 0.3 on here, and that 0.3 no on here on Ethereum. So I put 0.3 here and it gave me 200 load, and then that was 3 days. Is now 1.6 because it's actually past the 2-day mark. So it's now 1.6, and if you can see, in 24 hours I got this amount of Ethereum plus this amount of load. I haven't even checked how much load is worth if I were to sell this, but all I can ask is, remember what I put here was 0.3, and what I have here is 0.02. So 0.3 is approximately 80 pounds. 0.3 of ETH is approximately 80 pounds, and this amount here is approximately 7 pounds. So you can see that 80 pounds has given me 7 pounds in about a 24-hour period. Let's just put like an average. Let's say that's 0.3, which is 80. Let's say 100 pounds here. Let's say 100 pounds of ETH is going to give me about 10 pounds. For me to make that 100 pounds, I'll need 10 days. So which means if I lock this for 10 days, I will be able to get my 100 pounds. So I can withdraw my 100 pounds, but whatever the dividends will be here will still be in here, plus my withdrawal of my original amount, which means I will be able to actually earn from money that is already in there, nothing to do with what I originally started with. That is so good. Anyway, but it's difficult the way I'm explaining. It would be nice if we had all the values actually there. So here we are. I've got my 0.5 is coming. So what I'm going to do is, because I've got 0.8 here, I am going to raise this to 0.7. So I'll put 0.7 of ETH in here, because that will increase the amount, but it will, I'll tell you in a minute. So 0.7, and then I say mint my load, and then I'm being charged 14 pounds. That's a lot of money, but with the kind of dividends you are getting out of it, it is very insignificant. So here we are, and if let's have a look whether it's been approved or not. Oh, it's still pending. So as soon as that is approved, this value here should be able to go up. And also the thing I wanted to say is that as soon as you add something here, the 3 days that you started with will actually start from 0 again. So you have another 3 days for you to be able to withdraw on this side. So like I've just put now, so that means I'm starting a new 3-day period. So usually you have to wait for all the 3 days to be finished, then you can withdraw here. But then I don't want to do that. I want to keep on pushing because my goal is to bring a total here of 10 ETH, which is a daunting task because I'm gonna be liquidating from here and there and everywhere. But I know I will be able to do it because I've got some dApps that are giving me money. It's still pending. I don't know what. Oh yeah, let's just see. I will show you some things whilst we are waiting for that. Let's just go on to this so that you can see what's happening out there. So this is similar to CoinMarketCap, but this one is more up to date than CoinMarketCap. This gives you the list of the coins that you have on in terms of cryptocurrencies. And if I click on prices, this is Nomics. This is a website. Oh, there we go. Our production has been done. Anyway, so I will leave this because I don't want to take too much time. So here we go. I've put my 0.7. As you can see, it's now 666 load, and the days have actually restarted to 3 days, as I said earlier on. So that means this is going to go for another 3 days, but I think I will keep on loading. So those 3 days will always be there. I'll keep on loading until this side is actually 10. So I've put now 0.7. Yesterday I put 0.3, so that means I have now put 1 ETH. Of my goal, I have 10. I still have 9 to go. So that's how I'm gonna do it until I actually get 10 here. So this is how you can actually mint load. That was the first thing that I was talking about earlier on. If you remember from my canvas, I said we talk about load. So we've finished with that. And now that we've done that, I will go to the next one. I will talk about farming. And farming in the, let's just give you an example. I'll give you, this is an example of a farming app, or let's say dApp. And the farming in this Dragon Net has got so many farms that you can farm coins. And as I said in my WhatsApp discussion, I said this kind of investment is the one that's most lucrative. This is where you can actually get a lot of money. Look at it. If you were to farm in this particular field, because this is a farm, a field sort of, if you were to farm here, your annual return, can you imagine? This is how much you would get on an annual basis. 1,309%. And there goes the other one, there goes the other one, and there goes the other one, there goes the other. All these, and these are still coming, they are not yet active. So which means you've got so many farms that are coming, and most of them will give you good money, depending on how much of the Tron, because these are under the Tron blockchain. So depending on how much Tron you put in here, you will get quite a number. So the thing that I wanted to explain here is the Tron blockchain, as I said in my WhatsApp, is linked to TronLink, which is this one that I'm just opening here. As you can see, I've got 64 pounds worth of Tron in here, but I can't use this 64 pounds because this I have actually frozen it so I can have energy. As you can see, the bars are full, so I don't have to be charged anything. So for me to get some more Tron, I'm going to go to one of my dApps, which is T2X. As you remember, T2X. So actually, let me start with Tucanair. So this is the first dApp that I have. Tucanair, I've got this one under Tron, and there is one that is called Infinitu. And on a nightly basis, I get about 1,200 coins here, but I haven't withdrawn for 1.5 days, so that's why I've got many here. So I only need to withdraw this so that it comes into my TronLink. So as you can see, this is my TronLink. How much do we have? 2,500. Yeah, 2,501. So if we withdraw 2,352, it should be 4,800 something. Okay, so let's withdraw that because this is my dividends from my 214,000 TRX that I've invested here. So let's withdraw that and accept, and this figure should go on here on the top here. There we go. And let's look at our Tron. Our Tron now has got 4,800, as I said, and all now from 65 pounds is now worth 124 pounds. So that 124 pounds, to me, it's still small, so I'm going to go to another dApp and do something as well to bring this to almost close to 300 pounds, let's say. So the next dApp that I can actually withdraw from is called T2X. So T2X, which is this one. Explanations of these are actually in my previous videos. That's why I'm going a little bit faster so that I don't take too much time. So here I have I've got one that is already expired. I mean, it has matured, in other words. So I can collect this one. I can collect, as you can see, I've got 1,400 Tron. So if I collect here, this is within one 24-hour period. So if I collect, by the way, let's just see how much is that worth so that you know how much I'm getting per day, every day, forever, until maybe this thing breaks down or the internet collapses. So 1.4, let's just say 1.4300. So I'm gonna go to my usual calculator and show you how much this is in TRX. TRX, that's the one. And oh, sorry, I didn't click on it. TRX, and this is Tron, and we're gonna put here 1,000. What did we say? I've forgotten now. We got 1,400 for 1,430. I'm not going to talk about the other small numbers. So 1,430. How much is that in sterling? That is going to be 37 pounds. So last night I got 37 pounds, and at the moment the time is 25 past midnight, and the next batch of this maturity, which is this one, is going to happen at 1 a.m. Because we are in summertime, so our times change with 1 hour. So actually is going to happen at 1 a.m., which will be actually like the midnight of our time at the moment. So I'm going to get another 1.3 at in the next hour, which will be the next the finishing of the next 24 hours. So these two 24-hour periods, I will have 2.7 of TRX. So that means in 2 days, which is two 24-hour periods, I have made 30, that's 74 pounds. 74 pounds in just this one dApp. Remember, I made another amount in the dApp in Tron, in a token here, and this one is also making me another one. So let's do it. So we're gonna collect here, collect, and this will ask, by the way, before I collect, let me just show you. As you can see, T2X is balance is 0.234. So I want you to put this in your mind, and also I want you to put this figure in your mind. Where is it? There. So 4,800. 4,800. If we add 1.4, it's going to be 6,200, somewhere there, 6,200. And this figure here is going to be it's going to have I think 18,000 in it, or somewhere between 18,000 and 20,000. And then I'll show you how I can convert this to the TRX, because I want more TRX so I can go and use it in the farming side, because I want to feed the other dApps using this dApp. So as you can see, I've just removed 150 from my 150 pounds from my cash, but all the others are actually being fed by the other dApps that I have already. So I'll click on that, and then I say accept, and let's watch this number here. As you can see, it's gone to 20,000. And then let's see on our Tron link, and that is going to 6,000, as I said, 6.2. So it's now 162 pounds. But I still want to improve this, because I don't want to reinvest this because of what's happening, because the dApp that I want to get into is going to start farming on Saturday. So I want to get rid of this by swapping it, so that I get more Tron out of it. So I'll swap this, and as you can see, that's the 20,000. So I'll just put let's just put 20,000, 20495, and this will give us 6,000 Tron. And then I'll say swap. Before I do that, let's just see how much we started with. We started with 6,200, so we're gonna put 6,500. So that means we're gonna have about 12,000 something there. So here we go. Let's swap that and accept, and accept again. If this figure goes down, that means our Tron has been converted. There we go. So that's been done, and you can see how quick this is compared to when you are dealing with MetaMask. And then when we come here, just look at it. From 162 pounds, I now have 332 pounds. Okay, so I have now got enough cash, or let's say Tron, that I can now go and try and use it in the farming side of Tokenair, which is a new dApp that's coming up. And this dApp, I'm gonna just go back a little bit and show you where it is. So the dApp that's coming up is under Token, which is the farming one, which is this one. So I'm gonna click on that, and as you can see, the farming one tells me that I don't have anything here. I haven't got anything there, because all I want to do is to provide liquidity in this system. And if I provide liquidity, you might say, how do you provide liquidity? To provide liquidity, what you have to do here is you have to find tokens, which is this one, which is the one that's going to be farmed, and then you've got to put a pair that matches the same amount, which is the Tron. So you got token and Tron. You put them as a pair, and when you put them as a pair, now they provide liquidity for people to do their trading with that particular pair. That pair now, it either goes up or it goes up and down depending on which of the pair has been taken. As soon as token reduces in price, the Tron is also sold to match the token that has been taken off. So you might end up with a skewed amount, but still the main thing is you get the charges that are charged on those people that are trading. And when those charges come, they increase your amount of Tron or token that you've got, which means the £300 that I have there will be increasing every single time that somebody trades this pair. So hopefully that makes sense. It doesn't, it's a bit complicated, but you can always ask, because we can always go through all the steps. Now, so I want to try and bring a number here. So all I need to do is to go to this website called JustSwap. That's the one that deals with things that are on Tron. As you can see, there is token and Tron. And what are we providing? We are providing liquidity. And that liquidity gives us money through charges that are charged on the people who are trading. So I am going to say, okay, I want to add liquidity into this one. So how much Tron have I got? The Tron that I have is 10,000. That is free, because in here, let's go to the Tron. In here we've got Tron, which is 12,000, but as I said earlier on, I put 2,000 of this Tron as a frozen Tron, so that I can do my tradings for free, just because I have provided energy with that frozen Tron. So the amount I can actually play around with is 10,000 here. So what we'll do, and what does it say on the bottom? How much token do I have? It will also tell me 14,000. I've got 14,000 token, and I will show you in the Tron wallet, because I changed this. No, actually, for just to tell you what's happening here, so you understand. I brought these tokens here. I brought 14,000 of them. When I brought them here, they were worth £300. But look at how much they've gained in value. It's now 594. In the morning, this was actually 700 and something, because everybody is expecting this to go in value. So people are buying it like crazy. So the value goes up. And I could actually sell this and just make my £200 profit. This has nothing to do with all the other dApps that I was talking about. So can you see, I could make money here without going anywhere. But I want even more money, because now I can actually put this in the farming process and get more money from the charges that are given on people. So anyway, so I'm going to put now, instead of putting the rest of the TRX, I'll just put 10,000 here. So 10,000, and if you look, it will have its matching tokens, because we have to send it as a pair. So I'll put 10,000. You can see at the bottom there. Let me put my mouse there. Okay, can you see that? That will be going up as I add the zeros. 1, 2, 3. So that's 10,000. That means I'm putting 10,000 of TRX, and then that will be paired with 6,400 of tokens. and whatever remains there, which will be about another 6,000 or so, I can actually do that maybe tomorrow when I get more dividends from my other dApps. I have got other dApps that I haven't shown here, which will give me more, so because I want to make sure I maximize everything so that I put this in liquidity and then wait for the dividends that I'll get. So here we go. We got 10,000 TRX. I've got 6,400 tokens, and then I'll come here and say approve that particular transaction, and I've approved that. And as you can see, it says approve token view on TronScan. If I click on this, it will take me to a TronScan, which is I could actually do it. It will just show me what has happened to that transaction. So the transaction is still unconfirmed, as you can see, so which means it's still waiting for blocks to go through. This is why I say this is mathematical. There's no middleman here. Remember, I'm doing it myself. I'm making money on my own. Nobody's gonna tell me your money has gone down and you have lost. Nobody, because I know where I've lost or where I've gained. So here we are. So I've got that, and just waiting for this here, this area here, to say it has been confirmed. As soon as that says confirmed, it will mean on the token side, which is this part, I'll have a figure there. It will be waiting for Saturday for this whole thing to start. As you can see, it says 1 million token drip in 1 day, 20. So we are left with 1 day, 23 hours, 22 minutes for this whole thing to start. And remember what I said, if you join in the beginning, this is where you make the most money, because everybody is going to start jumping in there, and when they jump in there, they'll be charged fees, and those fees will come to me and whoever is at the beginning providing the liquidity. So let's go back to that TronScan and see, is it this one? Yeah, this. Oh, it's confirmed. There we go. So that's been confirmed, and let's see if it registers on our token. It might take a little bit of time, but whatever those figures will be, they are going to come here. And when they come here, it means now I'm registered, or I am ready to provide liquidity here. But it will take time, so I'm not going to wait for that one. So let's go back to the farming process. The farming process, which was on the DragonNet. This one, as I said, and this is the website if you want to join it. As I said, you just come here, you've got your Tron link, which will have TRX on here. Oh yeah, so you see this has not yet been deducted. That's why that token here is not yet registering. So you got your Tron link, which has got your TRX here, and that TRX can be moved into one of these. So if I say, like I did earlier on, if I say select, and then I can buy on here on just swap, and just swap, and then go and scan, because what I want to buy is TIE, so I can use it on this farm. But then I'll just go on just swap, which is the website where all these coins are registered, and then I'll put TIE on there, TAI, and there is the pair. And then if I had my Tron, I could just, if I wanted to do this, I'll just go trade, and then whatever the Tron amount, I put it here, and it will buy me some TIE. Now when I've got TIE, it will appear in my Tron wallet, and then because it's now in my Tron wallet, I can go back to the farm, and then I'll say stake here, like I did. I only staked 14 of them, so I'll say stake. This was a day ago. As you can see, this is the dividends that I've got so far. This is the dividends of Dragon, and this is the yield from the farming. So I could harvest them if I wanted there. Then I'll get there and go and sell this, and usually these are very profitable. they are so much in need that they can actually go price wise, they could double the price of everything in here, or even treble 10 times. It just depends on what's happening on the market. So that's how you farm. Farming just is just a matter of providing, in other words, I have sort of like providing some kind of liquidity, but this liquidity is not the one that you get from you get remuneration from charges. Here you actually get the remuneration from farming a particular token, in this case called Dragon, which is actually the token that results from the trading that is happening on the market. And then that particular token will be similar to our yen finance. For those who know about yen finance, for those who don't know, just go on CoinMarketCap and see how much this yen finance is. This is almost like $30,000, and it started from zero, just like being farmed like I am doing here. This is how much it is worth. So can you imagine if my Dragon were to go to just one, because I'm going to leave it until there's a one here, which will take, I think it's going to take about 5 days or so, and then we'll have a one there. If that were to be that profitable and go to 30,000, that means I will have $30,000 just from this simple thing I've done. And I'm going to add onto this 14 as soon as I finish all the other tokeneer stuff that I'm doing. I'm going to start adding more here, and then I've got some more that I did, which is this one, JST, which I've put 3,500, and already I am close to 0.01. Can you see that? So anyone who's got a question, please ask in the WhatsApp. We might be able to answer your questions. There are some guys there who know how to do this, and I know it's a bit convoluted at the moment because I'm just talking about what I'm doing, and mainly I know what I'm doing. So if there's a problem, please just give us what you think we should do. Thank you very much.